I'm starting.
Good morning from Our Lady of Bethesda. I hope everyone has been having a great preparation for Christmas this Advent. This past Sunday was called Gaudete Sunday. If you might have noticed, either in your participation live at Mass in person or through some type of live stream, many of the priests would wear the rose color, or some could call it pink, I guess, but we prefer to call it rose. As a light, cheery way of giving people the understanding that Christ is almost here and how we can draw closer to Christ. So I wanted to just share a quick reflection on getting closer to Christ, really in the context of the three wise men, the three kings. We know that they were from the Orient and they were not Jewish, so they did not profess the Jewish religion. Yet, what were they doing? They were getting closer and closer to Christ. And we know one important fact, and also we can not only recognize it as a real thing, but also a symbol, was the guiding light, the star of Bethlehem that guided them. But if you remember, the star first guided the three wise men to Jerusalem to consult with the leaders of the Jewish people. And the church has always seen in the three wise men first being led to Jerusalem, something of the Old Testament scriptures. That these three wise men must have had some type of connection or at least understanding of the prophecies of the Jewish religion. That from the Jews, the Savior of all mankind would be born. And that's why they first came to Jerusalem. They were guided by the star to Jerusalem. And that light, that star that guided them, symbolically, the church is related with the Old Testament scriptures. It's really important as we prepare for Advent, as we prepare for Christmas during Advent, that all of the scriptures speak of Jesus Christ in one way or another. And the three wise men, they're getting closer to Christ, show us that. That even in the Old Testament, when we read the Old Testament passages and all the different prefigurings, we're actually getting closer and closer to Christ. Of course, when the three wise men arrived in Jerusalem, the star was extinguished with them. They talked to Herod, and then it was ascertained that in Bethlehem of Judea is where the Savior would be born. And then what happened? The star appeared again, and they were overjoyed at seeing the star because they knew they were even closer to Bethlehem, to the baby Jesus. So this Advent, as you continue your Advent reflection, one way to get closer to Christ is perhaps take a few minutes to look in the Old Testament and to see all the different hopes and expectations and desires of the Jewish people as they were awaiting their Savior. And then follow the wise men along to Jerusalem, and then the revelation or the confirmation that he would be born, the Savior would be born in Bethlehem, and then accompany the three wise men as you read the Old Testament to that guiding light in Bethlehem, of course, where we find the Savior, Jesus, with Mary and Joseph. And then enjoy the moment, of course, also with the shepherds, who also revealed this great news for all the people of the world that Christ would come. And Christ is coming every time you read the scriptures. So may careful and attentive study and love and reading of the scriptures be a way that you also can get closer to Jesus Christ. May you have a blessed day today. God bless you.